Hello. Just make sure everything is here. Let's see. Video. Be audio. Yep. Hey, Stephen, what's going on? We're ready? Tony, Infinite One, John G, Spiritual Bean, Brian, what's up, man? I think I ordered too much coffee. Yeah, but I'll get through it. Raven, yep, Obed, Carol, Rubia. Hey, Rubia, ¿cómo estás? Donald Woods, yeah. Stephen Z, Patricia Bell, Gary, and away we go, right? Laurie Mack, Buenos Aires, ¿cómo estás? Laurie Mack, Buenos Aires. Oh, I would love to go to, I always wanted to go to Patagonia, but all other places, Tierra del Fuego, Chile, Cindy, George, Chris, Carmen, Buenos. Oh, hay otras personas que hablan español. Tom, Rhonda, Wrath of Khan. Great channel. I don't know, man. I feel like I think I'm having a can you have a second midlife crisis? At my age, I don't know if it's called a midlife crisis anymore. Well, let's hope it's like it's midlife. I think I just need some like 9 hours on the couch. Actually, I don't think therapy never really helps me. So I don't know what I did actually. I don't know if I can post it, but let's see if I can post this. I did. I don't know how I would do this. Let me figure this out. Okay, if I send a picture. I'm gonna, I can upload it maybe to airdrop it. Let's see if I can airdrop this. Okay, accept and downloads. Okay, let's see if I can find it. Okay, so this could go here, put this over here. And then we're gonna go to here. Okay. Now, how do we get it from downloads over to us? Anybody have any symptoms of a midlife? What are the symptoms of midlife crisis? Wow, that's a very good question. I think, it's kind of like, let's see, did I really have I think in my case, my whole life has been a midlife crisis. It's just like, it's the time of your life when you realize that everything you've built up just does not make any sense to you whatsoever. It's just like, why am I here? What happened? And people, traditionally it's thought of as like a guy starts going out with a 20-year-old woman, and he's in his 40s and she takes him for a ride. I mean, that's kind of like typical midlife type crisis. But a new Corvette, right? You get I want the Mandalorian. I'll take the red Mandalorian, please, with the time machine. I'm taking it up to 88. It's kind of like, you just want to break loose. You just you feel like you've been in this situation forever, and it's just like, man, how did I get here? It's like, I mean, gosh, I've had so many midlife crises. I mean, oh, thank you, Raven. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, Ian's amazing. So, Shira, you never had one? You're lucky. I mean, it happens to the best of them. I mean, like I said, I've had more than one. I mean, hey, Catherine. You used to say, what a life, right? DeLoreans are stainless. They're all silver colored. Yeah. I can't get a red DeLorean. What if it's a Mandalorian, though? We're about to be unstuck. Let's hope. Yeah. Listen, Shira, if you haven't had, well, you had a change. You lost your job. You had to reinvent yourself. That's kind of a midlife crisis. I mean, that was a sort of a forced midlife crisis. Like, my last, losing my job and everything. I got Purim today. Yeah. Start the smoothie journey. Yeah. Take the way you do it is he said, take the biomedic at night and in the morning, and wait like a half hour till your system is cleaned out, and then just you take like 5 scoops of each and mix it with some water. They give you a nice silver container to mix it up in, and I take those capsules that for the Nair and Hales, and I Nair and Hair, and I just take them apart and stick them in the smoothie. Full moon tonight. My mother said that there's some planets out tonight. That Jupiter, I don't see any. Maybe that's one. Could be a plane, but she said that the planets are kind of in alignment, according to her sources. Oh, yeah. But can't wait to get it delivered. Yeah, it's really good stuff. I mean, I just like having it in the house. I like knowing that I'm going to have some kind of nutritional meal. And even though, like, I'm health conscious, like I said, it's definitely an upgrade. I'll see them now. Venus and Jupiter, right? Right. Yeah, by the way, sure, I really like your channel, and it's just like it's such an important idea. The subliminal and hypnotic tapes and 528 and the 369. Venus and Jupiter. Maybe that's why I feel like people are feeling a little weird. I mean, okay, so what did I do today? I think I told you already, but let me see if I can get that picture. How would I put a picture on? Let me just see how I would do this. Let me try something. Share screen. Right, I could do. It's not a Chrome tab. Could I do the window? Entire screen. Let me see what happens if I press entire screen. I don't think that's going to work. Let me just see what happens. No, that's not going to work. Let's see. Window, is window going to work? No. Window, Chrome tab. I don't think that's going to work either. Select a tab to preview. No, I don't think it's going to work. Anyway, how could I post that? I don't know. Anyway, I know how I could do it. You know what? I'll just show you on my phone. That's the easiest way. I want to show you guys what I did today. Let's see if you can see this. Can you see this? I mean, you can't see it great, but I collected a bunch of sea glass and also a bottle with a cork in it, an old bottle. I don't know how old it is, but it has a cork in it and some liquid in it. But I collected all the sea glass today just because I wanted to go out. I wanted to have an excuse to go for a walk, but I didn't want to just go for a walk. I wanted to do something. So I collected a bunch of sea glass. It was really fun. Chills and hot flashes. What do women look for? That's not my expertise, man. I don't know about that. I don't know. I went through on Shabbos, I went through my whole, all the relationships I've been in. I tried to, first I wanted to get all the letters of their first names and see if it had some kind of gematria to it. And it sort of did. Just the major loves. But are you feeling? I'd take your temperature. Yeah. The hot chills 2 months ago. That's really hard. Julie, what's going on? Best soap in the world, man. I love your soap. It's definitely a life changer for me. I had the hot chills. Are you an empath? Are any of us here not empaths? Is there somebody who's like, um, yeah, I mean, I think we're all pretty much born with kindness, understanding, the ability to forgive, patience. Yeah. And somebody's a good listener, probably. A good listener helps. Dog for a walk to the golf course. Beautiful night with great spiritual family. Is you can have, oh, you know what? I can pin some of these things. Let's see what Tanya Honey says. One of the ways to help us get out of this is if you can have the ability, do what you can to help others. Yeah. Oh, and knees in pain, and I want to do my part. Is there any way you can I mean, yeah, the financial stress is so bad. It's so bad. You got your car back? A new motor. I really missed her. Uh-huh. I'm so sorry, Tanya, honey. I mean, yeah, I almost don't know what to say. I just, we attract a narcissist. The empaths, yeah, I also do. I also attract narcissists. Hang in there, yeah. I just know, I mean, I know it sounds trivial, but I mean, what I did was I kept hypnotizing myself until I believed I was successful. I mean, it's very painful for somebody outside of that situation to say, you know, it's an inside job. But I mean, I know for me, I was so attuned to failing. I was so, like so comfortable in my failures that I just said, I have to do something drastic. And I just hypnotized myself all the time. And it wasn't like I listened to one tape. It's like I did it all the time for like a long couple of months. And then finally, not even finally, but sort of gradually, things started happening, really nice things. I mean, I'm thinking back like, when you're in the middle of it, it seems like it takes forever. But when you look back, it's like, wow, that was just a few months ago. I was living in Crown Heights in November, and I escaped. I got out of it. I mean, it was just a few months ago. Miriam, are you paying attention? I'm gonna quiz you later. Miriam, if you're not paying attention, not good, Miriam. Um, I love you, Miriam. I really do love you, Miriam. Even though I don't know you that well, I really love you. I do. I really do. Even if you fall asleep a lot during my spiel. But Miriam, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. Gil is not here. I quit my job 2 weeks ago, walked out. Then I got a new one that's better. Yeah, it's really a mindset. I don't know how to create the neural pathways, but that's not. I mean, Tanya, do not take offense that we say that, but I just was like, like I owed so much money to the IRS, and I owed so much money to. Oh, Gila's here. Gila, can I is it okay if I tell Miriam how much I love her? Yeah, I really care about Miriam because she's your sister. And um, yeah, I mean, I just, it's she just, I felt, I got to meet Miriam one time, but it was just like I felt like I just vibed with her. I just totally I could totally understand where she's coming from, especially since she's Gila's sister. But it's just like I just know her. I just know Miriam. She just is what she is. And anyway, so I'm not really going to quiz you, Miriam. I just um, anyway. Yeah, Gila, I think we all need therapy right now. I mean, you really made me understand that. Like, we've been doing this. Like, let's just look at what we're doing. We've been doing this a long time. We've been like waiting for the dates. We've been good little, I'm not saying that, Miriam is 1 in a million. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and Gila, you also are 1 in a million. I mean, I love your defiance. I love the fact that you don't do things easily. I mean, Gila, how could you not be having a midlife crisis right now? I mean, you did everything you were supposed to do your whole life. Me, I never did. I never did anything I was supposed to do. So that's why my whole life was a total mess. Um, but back at you, yeah, man. EBS Blues, yeah, really. It is really the EBS Blues, man. We're just like we've been here so long. I mean, I know it's not, it's not so long, but it really is so long. I mean, we all of us have stepped out of any semblance of normalcy in our lives. We just don't have it. It's gone. I mean, I think that's true for everyone right now, but it's yeah. So okay, so Miriam said that she doesn't like the intel. She likes to hear about the little details in our lives, and it's just so sweet, Miriam. I know you fall asleep a lot, but who wants me now? I can't talk right now. It's 8:08. 888. That's how fast we have to go in the DeLorean time machine to break into another dimension, right? 88. Gun it up to 88, man. Just staying focused as well. Yeah. Just staying focused. Yeah, but yeah. Stay focused on you. That's good. And try to, I mean, yeah, listen to Stephanie's tapes. The Mandalorian, right? The Mandalorian, get it to 88. We're going to another dimension. Normalcy, don't have it. I know, John F. I used to I really wanted really bad to be normal, but it just every time I tried it, it was a complete disaster. I remember my first wife, we bought a house. I had a job, but it was my own company. So I was just I was a little bit out there. Long. Yeah. Normal's boring. You think, Shira? I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. I always thought, it would be really cool to be like sort of be able to take normalcy. Like I liked being listen, I was like really in the rails for 20 years in Crown Heights, man. I played by the rules. I did everything. I went to daven in the shul every morning. I put on tefillin. I was a total good boy for 20 years. I mean that was really exemplary for me. But then like recently I'm just like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. After this thing, man, with the thing, man, I was just like, I can't handle these. I can't stay here anymore. I can't live. I can't live like this. It was too it was like I saw these people that I respected like listening to their doctors And I was just like, are you guys nuts? I mean, I couldn't. That just blew me out of the water, man. Everything I do without, yeah. I'm still laughing about the Mandalorian. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But yeah, being an oddball is not so bad. I mean, it sort of beats the other extreme. Embrace the insane love of yourself. Yeah, that's beautiful, Raven. I love that. Embrace the insane love of yourself. What a great way to put it. Out riding in my four-wheeler again. Nice. The longest waiting is behind us, right? Now the waiting is shorter. Oh, man, I mean, really? Oh, I get these texts from the other. It's like from 3D world. I'm just like, what do you want from me? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you forgot to check. I'm sorry that I looked at the intel and there wasn't much, but I did watch a clip from the movie V. I haven't seen the whole movie, but I saw the clip. They had the final scene where the building blows up and blew me out of the water. I hear you. Yeah, yeah, man, I mean, nothing will ever be the same. It's just like, I was playing by the rules. I was a good boy. I was like totally in the community. I was like a respected member of the community. People actually, they actually liked me. And when that happened, and they still like me and they still accept me, even, though I went off the rails, but they still accept me. They call me and they say, Ellie, when are you coming back? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever coming back. It takes courage to be outspoken, yeah. But it also takes courage. Listen, I'm not knocking normalcy. I mean, it takes courage to be like a normal. I was so in the groove, man, for 20 years, man. I did everything. I sometimes in Manhattan. I saw something in Manhattan. Yeah, for thank 17, yeah. Endorse Kentucky. Kim Clements, I don't know what that is. We're getting closer. Yeah, with every tick that talk. Yeah, we have an awful lot of ticks behind us. That's for sure. Something in Manhattan. Yeah. Should I check? I'll check the intel. Actually, we could check. I can do this. Let me see if I can do this. Let's see. Share screen. Chrome tab. Oh, we don't have any Chrome tabs up. Let me put a Chrome tab up. I'm going to go to. Oh, what news platform would it be on? Would something like that about New York be on? Maybe I'll look on here. I was thinking that it would be on the Gateway Pundit, but that's probably not going to be. This is all like horrific kinds of. I could do it like that. Okay. Ouch. There were guys in hazmat suits. Carefully look at the video SG posted. False flags as the video shows with critical eyes. I divided by 8 billion. They broke our whole reality. But it was a good thing that they broke it, because it was really broken. We just didn't know it. saw some stuff on Twitter. They broke our whole reality, and they did it in a vicious way. I mean, this was not nothing. I mean, this was a horrific attack on humanity. Horrific. All right, so I'll try to delve into some intel, see if there's anything out there. But you gotta love this, man. I mean, my glass. I mean, look at that. Look at how beautiful the glass is from the beach. It's just so pretty, man. It's a pretty world. It's a beautiful world. It's just we just have a little bit of cleaning up to do. I believe false flags, they create fear, right? The gig is up. Hazmat suits on one side, the police tape, and just the other side with no mask or protective clothing, right? It's like another show for the normies. Gila, it was so nice to get to hang with you a little bit. I didn't, and I asked you how was dinner, but I forgot to post it. Okay, so let's see what this guy has to say. Let's see if there's any interesting geoengineering tornado patents. Do you get it yet? So they're controlling the weather. They're doing all these emergency things. Breaking Maryland, Frederick County Fire and Rescue are on the scene of a tanker explosion and possible house fire in the area of US 15 and Rosemary Avenue. Both directions are closed. So this is all deep, the Ohio, Cincinnati fire crews are responding. They're burning down the house, right? Mr. T will be the only one that will lead us into Jasara Nasara, RV, XRP, flying cars, modern cities, no more wars, peace on earth for 1,000 years, medical beds, life extension technology, and yes, we will also go to the stars. It's all coming. All you have to do is demand it. Okay. 10 cities, flying cars. Flying cars all over the world. Nord Stream bomber. And there's a picture of JB. We will rename our schools and boulevards, not after. CPAC last night was an amazing experience. The place was packed with great American patriots, a love spirit. You want to make America, he wants to make America great again. Steve Bannon is saying there's a illegitimate. Okay, and this is a movie clip of V for Vendetta that I watched. The only verdict is vengeance, a vendetta, held as a votive, not in vain, for the value and veracity of such shall one day vindicate the vigilant and the virtuous. Ending, it's time. V for Vendetta movie clip. If you are a movie lover, you're going to love our channel. Okay, there are a lot of channel advertisements today. I don't know what's going on with that. On November 5th, in V for Vendetta, they say, remember the 5th of November. Tracy's in the house? For the chat, yeah. Not the intel. That's cool, man. And I don't know how this happened. I mean, you listen, you guys do more for me, a lot more for me than I do for you. I don't know what I would do without this channel. I don't know. I don't know where I would be. I can't even imagine. I can't. It's so been so transformative and so beneficial to my life. Everyone on earth is different, and to be normal is, yeah. Mr. T's own, they can bring us to the new world. Yeah. The chat, that's beautiful, Gloria. And Miriam, you are the one, man. Miriam, I just think if everybody had a Miriam in their life, there would be no wars. There would be peace throughout the world. There would be no poverty. All right, Gila, don't you think? if everybody had a Miriam, we would the world would be it would be Mashiach site already. It would just be paradise. Thanks, Kathy. The light is pink. Yeah. Okay. Should I change? You want me to change the light? You want a different color? You want me to be in blue? What color do you what do you desire? Tell me. Your wish is my desire. Let's say that's number 3. Okay, let's do a little. Why don't we add some blue to the it? Oh, yeah, you like me more like this? Is that better? Love makes the world go round. Yeah, man. I thought love this. You like this color? Yeah. I listen. I want to tell you. Okay, so I wasn't going to say this publicly, but I'm going to say it. I went through all the loves of my life on Shabbos. I counted them on my fingers. I figured they were. It's I don't mean to number it, but there were 6. There were 6 big loves in my life. Okay, and I went through it, and I liked and like first I only found 4, and then I said, well, what about that one, and what about the, I mean, if you really think about it, you think into it, I said, yeah, I think that qualifies as like a big love, it's like, so yeah, thank you. So I went through it, man. Did you get bummed? No, I didn't get bummed. I was trying to find a pattern. Like, is there a pattern to my to the women that I hook up, that I end up like, these were not all marriages, like 3 marriages, one I bought a house with, one um came to me as a teenager, and one I fell madly in love with when I was 19 years old, when I was living in Nashville. Let's see, anyone I leave out? I think that's 6. Yeah. So yeah, there were 3. One I bought a house with. That's 4. One I felt absolutely, in love with when I was a musician in Tennessee, and then one was my. She was like my wifey when I was like, I think I figured out, I think it was 15. When I was 15, she was my wifey for a couple of years. But we were not friends. We just would, cohabit together. We absolutely could not have a conversation together. And we still can't seem to. I'm actually having issues with her now. I just told her off. I said, I've been waiting for all these years for you to talk to me. Her husband died. I begged her. I've been begging her for years. I said, please, can't I see you? Can't we, and she writes me on it. She says, well, maybe this summer we'll have coffee. So I just lost it. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just like, I'm done. I'm just done, man. I mean, and this is my first love, the one who I was with when I was a teenager. I just said, I just can't, I can't do this anymore. I can't be, I can't wait another 20 years for you to say, let's have coffee. I just, that was love. It wasn't really, I mean, it wasn't really just lust. I mean, I don't really know if you can even separate. I don't know if there's really like lust and love. Probably karmic agreements. Yeah. But from her, it led, because we really weren't emotionally entwined, but that led to talk about God and Torah. So she's not afraid to discuss Torah either. Yeah, I know. I'm going through a phase right now, man. I'm like, kind of like, I'm going through stuff, I just like, I'm like up on the hill, all by myself, thinking about my life and considering things. I mean, listen, I'm gonna fast tomorrow. Tomorrow's a fast day, okay? So tomorrow's the fast of Esther. So I'm totally aligned with Judaism. I can't get away from it. I am here for the long haul as far as that goes. But, 'cause, 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 and creating. Yeah, it's about love and creating. Um, some music. Yeah, we could do some music. But anyway, so yeah, so listen, I mean, we're all kind of like displaced people, and we're here together to kind of get through this difficult stretch of life, really of life. This is a difficult stretch about getting money. I think everybody should get money. I mean, YouTube took my channel, and I'm just like, I'll get money. I'm not worried. Uh, we're nomads. Yeah. You want to hear some music? Should we play music? Well, it's 8:27. So yeah, we're kind of like we're getting through it. It's been a godsend for us all, for me too. But I can't pretend that I'm just going to sit here and teach Torah right now. It just, you know, and that's not to diss the Torah. I believe that Torah is the blueprint for reality, for me anyway, and it is. But right now we're coming into Leviticus, which it's a lot of stuff about the base of Mikdash, which I'm totally into. I gotta turn this off for a minute. Winds of Jericho, yeah. All right, we can try it. I'm willing. I'm game. Let me just grab this cord. I can't seem to breathe tonight. Let's see if the wind is. The wind is ripping. Oh, it's because I'm not plugged in. These wheeling chairs. I finally took this. My desk was on wheels, and I finally just took the wheels off one Shabbos because I can't stand having two things moving. It was just too much for me. A tough 3 years. Yeah, I mean, it's been tough, man. I mean, that's true. There's no normalcy anymore. There's no such thing as normal. Let's see if I can remember how to use this thing. That sounds good. Now let's see if we can get the volume. Yeah, we can play any covers. I could play the song that maybe I should play the song that Gila and I love, because it's really about the night they drove Old Dixie down. I mean, the whole thing is about to shift, and I never get copyright strikes for playing that song. Welcome to Groundhog Day, right? Which is every day. Yeah. At least we have hope, right? At least we have hope. Money is great for peace of mind. Yeah. I never had any money until I started. I still don't have any money. I mean, at least I have money in my wallet, but I don't have, on paper I'm like, destitute. The IRS owns my soul. The IRS, those bad boys, they've been bleeding us for years. And now it's time for the big payback. Now it's time for humanity to rise up, take back what was ours to begin with. Miriam, don't fall asleep on me. Come on, stay with me. Every day is Groundhog Day. My kitchen shelves are fully stocked. Got bottled water under my cot. Oh Lord, I got. Wait, I got to silence this thing. Can't be making noise while I'm playing music, man. Oh Lord, I got the EBS blues. Well, Dr. Fauci, he got that ouchie. Skipper and Gilligan weren't no slouchies. Oh Lord, I got the EBS blues. Waiting for the 10 days of darkness, or at least the first arrest. Why is that general wearing a dress? I got those EBS blues, nothing I can do. Got those EBS blues every day now. Oh Lord, I got the EBS blues. Yeah, I'm with you, Melody Hart, on that one, man. I drives me nuts. It drives me nuts about that stuff. Yeah. I just can't, it's so 3D, man. I'm just like, really? Okay, let's do that one that Gila, you still on? I want to sing a song from our friend Gila. I just want to tell everyone that I think Gila is probably one of the coolest people around, and she admitted to me today that she can be difficult, and I find it hard to believe, but at least in her mind, she's stubborn about some stuff. Okay, here we go. Yeah. This is one I don't think I will get a copyright strike because it's an old folk song. Okay, I'm not doing that. Sorry. It's false alarm. All right, hi, Miss Elizabeth. Yeah, those channels really aggravate me too. You like the EBS? Yeah, only people on this channel would understand what that means, really. I don't know if other people would really understand it. How many peeps we got? 258. See, even nobody, everybody knows not to hang out with us tonight. This is like Shemini Atzeris. Sorry, kind of behind. Yeah. It's kind of like this is a night just for us, for the insiders, so the hardcore peeps. I mean, regular. No, I don't. No, Gila knows. I don't think Gila's hard on herself about that. But I mean, yeah, a certain amount of difficulty. All right, let's try it out, man. Virgil Kane is a name, and I served on the Danville train. Till Stoneman's cavalry came and tore up the tracks again. In the winter of '65, we were hungry, just barely alive. By May the 19th, Richmond had fell. It's a time I remember oh so well. The night they drove old Dixie down, and the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down. The people were singing, they went na 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 na. Back with my wife in Tennessee, and one day she says to me, Virgil, quick, come see, there goes Robert E. Lee. Now, I don't mind chopping wood, and I don't care if the money's no good. You take what you need and leave the rest, but they never should have taken the very best. The night they drove old Dixie down, bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, the people were singing, they went na 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 ya na 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 ya. Like my father before me, I will work the land, and like my brother above me, who took a rebel stand. He was just 18, proud and brave, but a Yankee laid him in his grave. I swear by the mud below my feet, you can't raise a cane back up when he's in defeat. The night they drove old Dixie down, the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, the people were singing, they went na 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 na. The night they drove old Dixie down. The bells were ringing the night. They drove old Dixie down. The people were singing, they went na 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 ya na 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 ya. Cleaning my kitchen. I missed the whole show. Yeah. I got to tune this baby up. I don't know what's going on here. Says everything's in tune, but it just don't sound right to me. Thanks, Carolyn. Let's try that. The Winds of Jericho. I'm going to do it from. I'm going to just try to finger pick it because maybe not. Left home on a Friday, dust by my side, down dry gully through the ring of fire. Wow. Sometimes it's better, like, you know, it's funny, and this maybe there's something in it, like a lesson in life. Like if you tune it perfectly in tune, it's out of tune. You have to do it like relative. It has to be like relative, like the strings all have to like work together. It's probably better to do it by ear. I think that's why it drives me nuts. Every time I tune it up with this electronic device, I feel like I'm out of tune because it doesn't fit together in a natural way. The 15 smart cities and digital, I think those things are going to collapse under their own weight. Field changes in total peace now. That's nice, Carol. Tony Miller, 2 days. With the midnight special. I don't know if I'll get a copyright strike if I sing something like that. Left home on a Friday, dust by my side, down dry gully through the ring of fire. What's wrong here? Left home on a Friday, dust by my side, down dry gully through the ring of fire. Could see for miles, left the eagles behind, purple and green piles of metal grind. The winds of Jericho, the winds of Jericho. Faceless maiden, she called out to me, left a silver slipper and a cup of hot tea. She said, never ride in the open to a prophet's grave. Better fill your basket with sky and wave. The winds of Jericho. The winds of Jericho. Wake up time, my sleepy ones. Open your eyes to the rising morn. Climb to her window, but don't touch her bed. The promised land lays straight ahead. The winds of Jericho. The winds of Jericho. The winds of Jericho. Yeah, we're heading for the promised land. That's the bottom line. I mean, but it's probably normal for us to feel a little bit. I mean, I'm just talking about myself, to feel a little bit like unraveled. I think that's the best word to explain it. I just feel a little unraveled at this point. But we're coming into Purim and Megillus Esther, and we're looking at a grand story. We're looking at the story of humanity from the Garden of Eden and even before that. This is like the end to an age. This is the end to the age of, is it Pisces coming into the age of Aquarius? I mean, this is a huge, like 24,000, they're saying, year cycle, which, I mean, in my community, I'd be thrown out in the street for saying that it's more than 6,000 years. But I think this is a big. I think the last 6,000 years is included in Torah, but I think there could be some other time that things happened. Prepared for my leg, and I saw twice and healed my leg. So go figure. There's a show of lightning. Wow, man. Beautiful, beautiful thoughts, you guys. Yeah, I think it's, oh my gosh, I didn't even change the title. Let's see if I can pull this off. We're still, that's why we're not getting any people. The people think we're dealing with Purim right now. We're dealing with okay. All right. Now that makes sense. Okay, so yeah. Yep, looks like sales. So it's even a larger cycle, like 2.6. Yeah, it could be. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? But haven't slept the past 5 hours, but really more like stay up the night, 2 hours. maybe this is like the kind of unraveling before things come together. Maybe, I mean, that's what they're saying in this this intel with the V for Vendetta, is that things are about to happen. Now we're coming into let me just look at this, see if there's any intel whatsoever. This intel, all this rah-rah intel. Watch the video, VK. What video is this? They're showing 4 o'clock, like clockwork. Watch the video. For what video? Twitter. Joint Viking. Norway's largest military exercise this year kicks off on Monday, March 6th. During the exercise, 20,000 Norwegian and allied soldiers trained side by side on defending NATO's northern flank. Updated March 5th, 2023. Well, that's interesting. The calm before the storm. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Okay, so I guess maybe we're feeling like this. I got to close this window. It's too loud. Maybe we're feeling like we're coming into this kind of chute, like we're coming down into a sliding period, because it's looking like the calm before the storm. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Audio only file, Captain Kyle. Splitting of the Earth Part 2. That sounds like fun, right? Elon saying Ad Astra School. Global currency reset. TikTok. Let me see what this is about. He's saying that us being the reserve. I think he's saying us being the reserve currency is treason of the highest level. Container ship ever lively grounding. Now that is bizarre. March 5th update, refloated around 20:30 UTC March 4th in Buenos Aires. The ship ran aground after blackout. Not only tugs, but dredger as well have been deployed to free her. The container ship Ever Lively ran aground in Buenos Aires, approaching channel. That's pretty weird, right? Quantum leap. Sounds like he's telling us more like what's coming than what he's saying. This is what I'm describing when we all make our jump, and it's a beautiful thing. So don't let anyone else sell you anything that is based in fear. The best is yet to come. Mr. T. He's saying that. Have you heard this? This is Mr. T talking about a quantum leap in our financial situation. Let me go through a couple of these things. What he's saying. A quantum leap in the standard of living. He's saying a third of the land mass of the United States is owned by the federal government. And he's saying if we just took a little bit of that, everything could be changed around. Just a fraction. They're saying just a fraction of the land, they could have 10 new cities and they could develop them into a, be fruitful and multiply kind of situation, like really creative cities. Build new cities, freedom cities. They're saying they could take a little tiny section of the land owned by the federal government and build 10 new cities. Hundreds of thousands of people would be able to have places to live. And yeah, so less than 1% of the land. It's 10 new quantum cities with vertical takeoff cars and new technology. This is coming, man. We're coming into the promised land for sure. Let me just see what else he says. Vertical takeoff and landing vehicles for like family cars. New cars. He's saying take forgotten communities and make them very productive again. That everything is just about to happen. It sounds like Bitcoin based on energy required for mining and scarcely, yeah. For mining and scarcity. What if free energy is released? They're never gonna. They're not gonna. Bitcoin is not going to be allowed to succeed. Vertical takeoff cars, right? 15 smart cities. They want you to walk instead of driving. I'm all for that, man. I don't like cars. That's not my thing. Military need to be cleaned out first, and every single tunnel and every single underground city needs to be cleaned out. Yes, indeed. And the white hats, they haven't finished that. Industry jobs for young people and needing work, hope for the future. To tour the canyons in a vertical car, right? All good things take time, but that's what I'm saying about purpose, having a purpose. Once we have a purpose, like there's no purpose right now. The whole world has no purpose. This is a godly purpose to be fruitful and multiply. They look like the Jetsons, right? We need those vehicles. You love having cars. Yeah, listen, I live in the city, man. I mean, it's easy for me to say I don't own a car, but I'm 10 minutes away from a subway. So I'm in a different situation. Let me just see what he says at the end. Baby bonuses, man. Oh, getting rid of ugly buildings. Boy, do I like that idea, man. Get rid of these ugly, shoeboxes out there, man. They're just so disgusting. How could they have let people build this? They look like prisons, for God's sake. He is so right about that, man. I'm that's a big plus. That um the movie Hit and Run with, yeah. Take your old Camaro, maybe you could turn it into a time machine, man. You could juice it up like a DeLorean. Anyway, this is what's about to happen. We're coming into this like promised land. Cities and town more livable. Wow. That's amazing, man. That's an amazing speech. He's really talking about transforming the world now. It's going to be amazing. No, Jenny Mac, I don't think that's true. It's going to be amazing. It's pretty cool. Oh. Anyway, it's going to be an amazing world. It's really, I think that's the bottom line here. I mean, Mr. T really sees it. Zip to Atlanta. You're not going to have to get permission. What are you talking about? What is this? It's going to be we're going to be free. We're not going back. There's nothing. Listen, if you like your country life, you can keep it. There's no. I don't think anything's going to be forced. I think it's going to be choice. You can choose what you want. No, there's not always going to be evil. Evil is going. That's the whole prophecy here. Is that evil's going to be gone. It's the end of the tree of knowledge, the end of the era where we lived where good and evil were mixed together. Evil is going forever. No, they're not 15-minute cities. These are really beautiful cities. Oh, 15-minute cities. Yeah. Oh, I mean, the concept of 15-minute city does not sound so bad to me. I mean, the idea of like that you don't have to, do you really like commuting? I 15-minute cities are bad. I don't know. I listen personally. I mean, duality thinking is going away. Yeah. You have a choice. I mean, and that's the way it should be. You can choose. You want to live in the country, live in the country. You want to live in one of these cities, you live in the city. They're not going to lock you in. They're not going to lock you in. That's not, it's no, I don't see that. I don't see that. That's not what Mr. T is talking about. That maybe what the bad guys are talking about. I don't know. Let's look at the bright side, man. Everything is good. 2 snoring pugs, man. Joy and freedom and peace. And that's what's really coming. That really is what's coming. There's no question in my mind anyway. The dudes are going forever. They're out. They're gone. And 2 snoring pugs. I like to ride horses and fish and walk in the little forest. Yeah, so you could do that. That's a beautiful thing, man. You like to be in the forest, yeah. No, it's not going to be it's not the UN agenda. It's not gonna be that. They're out of power, man. They're gone. Yeah, but it's not gonna be the WEF's version. It's gonna be a freedom. Trump is on with the UN? Where do you get that? Where do you get that? What has he ever said that led you to believe that? Right. The dudes are history, man. That's that's the bottom line. They're gone. They're going away and they're gone. He's talking about the space age. He's talking about the future. He's talking about creating a future, about being fruitful and multiplying. He's talking about having lots of kids. He's talking about a godly world. And the whole of Australia, right? They have ways they can make everything green. It's not the 15-minute cities, guys. It's going to be a new world. We're talking about the white hats. This is not we're not going back. The dudes are gone. We have to know this is going to be good. I don't know. I think you guys are getting into a weird thought current here. Right. He said he wants to build 10 beautiful new cities, new quantum cities, where everyone will have a part. Everyone will be able to help with the exploration, with the building, with the design, and people will have beautiful houses and vertical vehicles. Yeah, it's the bottom level player. It's the bad guys tipping the trains, man. And it's all about our heart frequency. Yeah, the quantum financial system will be able to read your heart. They'll know if you're doing something weird. Yeah, stay focused, guys. It's all about ascension. Succulents for great. Yeah, it's going to be great, man. We're going into the promised land. This is the age of Mashiach. Yeah, don't listen to the news. Don't listen to negative stuff. This is going to be amazing. Healthy and wealthy for all people. Exactly right, Tanya, honey. I'm with you, man. I'm seeing this as a great thing. Like a modern Atlantis. Exactly right. Stay in the love, man. It's so beautiful. It's going to be amazing. Discern the box and rose. Those guys they're going to be out of power soon. Their whole structure is coming down. The Fed is bankrupt all over the world. The fiat currency is going to be going to nothing. All these people, the evil ones who've been running our lives for years are going to be gone. We have an opportunity to be fruitful and multiply. That's what Mr. T is saying. We can design whatever we want. With a fraction of land, we could have 10 new cities. I mean, we can design our own cars. Yeah, listen, Bella Schwab, you can stay in the forest. No, I'm sure no one's going to force you out of the forest. If you like it there, you should stay. We create a future with our minds. Right. Exactly right. Exactly right. Stay focused. No, but I'm just Raven, I just see this. I see this as I just know this is gonna be good. We don't have we're used to worrying, we're used to being deceived. That's gone. It's over. It's beautiful. Everything Trump has done is beautiful, and it's going to be amazing. We're talking about the promised land. We're talking about people finally getting to do what we came here to do. Yeah, right. They're working with the alliance. The Supreme Court just came out with something about Arizona, about the election in Arizona. A lot of things could happen really fast. They're working with the Galactics. Beautiful, and it's going to be amazing. Yeah, right. I'm also 68, and I've been waiting a long time, but I'm really excited because I think it's just around the corner. We don't have to worry. King David and King Solomon had tech, right? Yeah, Bella's not going to have to go anywhere, man. We're all going to be, everything's going to be good. Yeah, Jason was talking about doing getting together, and we could maybe do a little interview. We're ready in 5D, 100%. Too much has happened, right? For this to be alive, exactly. Yes, and we've all been waiting. We've all been waiting since we were born. That's 100% Bella. People are afraid of the new, yeah, but we don't need to be afraid anymore. I don't know. Howard, what are you talking about? Why are we talking about like whistleblowers? We're talking about we're talking about the new age. We're talking about quantum lifestyle. Um, we're talking about we're talking about like did you see that post from the movie from Michael Salla? It's Michael Salla, I think. He said, "Be careful what you think about. Use your thoughts. That your thoughts will propel you into wherever you want to go." It's coming, the golden age, exactly. You're already living good, Schwab. It's good. Bella, it's good, and you can continue. I also feel really good about life. They'll have homes, we'll have children, the children will be safe. No, you're not going to be fodder for the DS. If you want to stay in 3D, you stay in 3D. You'll have a nice 3D life. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, we've been fighting this enemy for a long time, so we're a little bit battle worn, but it's the golden age. We're not giving up. It's going to be beautiful. I agree with Melody. I'm sorry. Yes, the golden age. It's the age of Mashiach, the Great Awakening. Yeah, you will be inside you because you're going to manifest. It's going to be a quantum manifestation. I don't trust governments. You know, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. If you don't feel trust, you're gonna find that situation. You're gonna bring in that situation. Yeah, to have a house this year. Nice. We want a house in Montana or close to our girls. Call you Mel. Thanks, Mel. Thank you. I appreciate it. But listen, man, I just think let's not get lost after all this time. Let's not fall into into the wrong way of thinking. We're leaving the Piscean age, right? We're coming to the age of Aquarius. It's going to be amazing. Expect the best. Stay ascend. That's what 17 said. Protect your DNA and ascend. Not everyone can live in the forest. You're not. You live wherever you want. You listen. I like living by the ocean. That's just works for me. I would also like living in the forest, but I would also like living in a city. I don't really, it's not that big a deal for me. Awesome time to be born. Yeah, awesome. Has a choice. That's exactly right. We have a choice, and that's the important thing to keep in mind. Yeah. Anyway, Chag Sameach. Yeah, I gotta get ready for the fast tomorrow. Shira, have an easy fast, and everything's going to be good, guys. We came for this. We got this. 100%. It's all going to be good. Just keep vibrating with the frequency of godliness and goodness. And I love ocean vibrations. Yeah, it's really nice. A little house in the desert. Nice, nice, Mel. And we can all visit each other, right? All right, so we will see you in the morning. I will broadcast. Tomorrow's a fast day, but I'll still be broadcasting. And tomorrow night may be an issue. I'm not sure yet because I have to hear the Megillah. I may have time to hear the Megillah and come back and do a broadcast, though. You had your fast this morning. Okay. I don't I understand the concept. Because that's exactly what I've been thinking. Put some Lizzie traps right on the beach. All right, guys. I'll see you in the morning, all right? So God can walk with us. It's going to be a godly world. It's going to be a good world. It's going to be the world we've been waiting for all our lives. Finally. So let's just enjoy it. All right, we'll see you in the morning. God bless. Sorry, I listen, I was off today. That's probably what set everyone off. But I'll get a good night's sleep and we'll feel better in the morning. All right, God bless.